Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back yet again to a different opinion. Like I do every day, I just find the wildest stuff. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this already. Some of the mainstream media has reported on it, and it is absolutely hilarious. This is just, in my opinion, the direction Canada has been going, right? Is just super woke and very, very badly run by Trudeau, in my opinion. So we'll jump straight into it today with The Guardian. So Canada cuts anti-racism program after the lead consultant's vile tweet surfaced. And when I mean by vile, I mean like racist as hell, violent, and crude by the allest of meanings. This guy is literally just a definition of someone who does not like people. Before we jump into that, I got a lot of tweets, obviously, that will go through that actually the evidence of this happening. And before we do, if you do want to support the channel, please subscribe below the video to see just a different array of different news from different countries from around the world, which is just very interesting to listen to. So definitely subscribe if you want to see my future videos. Also comment with your thoughts and also like the videos that you like. So we'll jump into it. So Canada's federal government has cut funding to an anti-racism initiative after one of the program's main consultants was found to have written a series of reprehensible and vile tweets. That's like an understatement. The Minister of Diversity, Ahmed Hussen, said on Monday that his department had cut funding. Montreal-based Community Media Advocacy Centre, CMAC, which had received more than 133,000 Canadian dollars in funding from the Heritage Department to develop a product on combating racism in broadcasting. Laith Marouf, this is the guy that's been tweeting the stuff, listed as senior consultant at the CMAC, was recently discovered have tweeted a series of offensive messages, many of which were anti-Semitic. You know, all those loudmouth, this is one of the ones, this is the one that they brought into repute, but there's way worse out there. You know, all those loudmouth bags of human feces, aka the Jewish white supremacists, when we liberate Palestine and they have to go back to where they come from. They will return to being low-voiced B-word of their Christian, secular, white supremacist master, said one post of Marouf, who has since locked his Twitter account. A previous account used by Marouf was suspended by Twitter. And you got to be literally doing something. If you're on the left and you get cut by Twitter, then you know you did something pretty bad. So this is from Andy No, a very good journalist, by the way. Definitely look him up. Especially if you're on Twitter, definitely follow Andy No. He's very, very good. A leftist consultant whose diversity firm was paid over $133K by the Canadian government to teach journalists about anti-racism is revealed to have called for killings and compared Jews to feces, is evading a ban for hate speech. And I'm pretty sure in Canada, right, like that is literally like a crime, isn't it? Because if you misgender someone, then that's literally a crime as well. So this should definitely be a crime. So this is literally him at Vietnam Veterans Memorial, wishing it was much bigger, with the names of a few million dead corpses of Eugene dirtbags. Man, if this dude does not define this, or like who does this, man? Like seriously, for people that have lost people there, you'd be so pissed off, because the people that went and died there are not the ones that started the war. And here's this guy just full on disrespecting him. And we'll jump next one. At the Lincoln Memorial, telling him what I think of his crappy colony. Look at it, just standing in front of it, like, finger out. This dude's like a grown man, and this is what he's doing, right? And this guy, Canada hired. I can't believe Canada did not see this, right? If you give someone a big job, surely you got to do a bit of like research on their Twitter or something like that, especially when it comes to, thousands upon thousands of people will see this guy's stuff. So these are even more. Make this full screen if you are not having this full screen so you can read this with me. There's a lot to go through. So let's jump straight into it. An Arab living in imperial domains is under overwhelming pressure to prioritize the feelings of Zionist Jews. So he does say Zionists and Zionism and stuff a lot, so I'll quickly just tell you the definition. So Zionism is Jewish nationalist movement that has had its goal the creation and support of a Jewish national state in Palestine, the ancient homeland of the Jews. Though Zionism originated in Eastern and Central Europe in the latter part of the 19th century, it is in many ways a continuation of the ancient attachment of the Jews and of the Jewish religion to the historical region of Palestine, where one of the hills of ancient Jerusalem was called Zion. So it's just a movement of certain Jews that want to take that area back because they believe obviously it's like their homeland, that hill. So prioritize feelings of Zionist Jews over their own rights and dignity. Let me be very clear here. I don't give a rat's ass about the feelings of Jews, Zionists, or not. So just any Jews at all when it comes to my liberation. So my liberation is more important than anyone else's in the whole world, according to Lath, right? So this is from 16th September 2021. Colin Powell, the Jamaican house slave of the empire who extinguished the lives of millions of people with his lies, died a painful death, unable to breathe. If there was any good that came from this pandemic, it was to be his death on the birthday of the Prophet of Islam. All the tears about the Holocaust are not because it was a genocide, which it was, but because its victims were Europeans. This is literally the guy that's running the anti-racism thing in Canada. He was hired. December 20, 2021, that tweet. Long ago, I stopped sharing works of Jewish white people, so it's just stop sharing stuff just because they're white and they're Jewish, even if anti-Zionist, anti-imperialists, because they re-emphasize Jewish white supremacy in their heads and those of colonized people, so he thinks he knows what they're thinking. He has nothing these individuals say hasn't been said before by our revolutionaries. December 21st, 2021. This guy is messed up, man. I have been enjoying the touring Jordan, the country, with my kids the past week, my birth country, and that which my late mother held citizenship. Save for every time I notice some ugly inbred effing Zionist colonist tourists. Not sure how most people live here and hold back from beating them. On Christmas Day, this guy tweeted this. He never had a conversation with these people. He doesn't even know who they are. And he's literally just saying this, right? So that, to me, is the uttermost racist thing I've ever heard, right? Well, one of them, anyway. I have a guttural response of disgust when I hear French, as none massacred more Arabs than them. Today, as we were swimming in the Dead Sea, this bunch of French tourists stole our towels and walked away as if it was the lands of Algeria or Syria. And I almost killed someone on December 27th. So literally over someone taking their towels, right? This dude, man. This is who Canada hires, right? The original site of the baptism of Jesus of Nazareth, 300 meters east of the current path of the River Jordan. Beautiful visit until you get to the current baptism site on the river and have to see some filthy Zionist scum less than 10 meters on the other side in occupied Palestine. So every time he's saying Zionist scum, he's literally just talking about someone who is Jewish. The Zionist colony attacked in Latakia, Syria last night. May death visit the home of every Zionist on this earth. May their bloodlines be cursed till the end of time. This dude is super insane, man. Look at this. This is messed up. So, oh crap. Sounds like a threat. France seems to have forgotten what happened to the last French troops who touched down in Beirut 1982 and came back as bags of minced meat. So this is from Lorient today. France's ambassador to Beirut vows Paris will work to ensure Lebanese can vote in 2022. So that's his response to that. As the leader of the Zionist colony of human feces was visiting his condoms in the United American Emirates, the glorious resistance in Yemen showered them with drones and ballistic missiles. Glory to Yemen and its steadfast people, deaf to imperialism and its tools in Arabia. So he's literally condoning ballistic missile strikes and drone strikes. Here we go. So I have a motto: life is too short for shoes with laces or for entertaining Jewish white supremacist with anything but a bullet to the head. 17th July 2021. Wow. And this is the guy that gets the job, right? Well done. Well done, Canada. You guys are really outdoing yourselves. When I mean by you guys, I mean your government. Your government is literally messed up. So you think the Laith Maroof story is bad? The federal Liberals hired a former Nanaimo city manager who threatened to kill the mayor and others. But by all means media spill more ink over a picture of Poilievre shaking hands with someone. Trudeau government hires former Nanaimo city manager. So, here it is. Former Nanaimo CAO threatened to kill mayor, misused taxpayer money, city alleges in response to lawsuit. So, lawyers representing the city of Nanaimo in a wrongful termination lawsuit launched by former Chief Administrative Officer Tracy Samra have argued that municipality was within the right of the fire her because she threatened to kill the mayor, paid nearly $25,000 to a senior manager, and misappropriated city funds, among other things. Samra, who also goes by the name Tracy Fleck, had been the city of Nanaimo's Chief Administrative Officer until she was fired in May 2018 following a months-long suspension that stemmed from an incident that took place in late January of that year. 3 years later in 2021, she launched a wrongful termination lawsuit, blah, 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 blah. So, however, according to the City of Nanaimo's official response to the lawsuit, which was recently filed in the Supreme Court of British Columbia, it specifically fired Samra with cause after an internal investigation revealed she approved thousands of dollars of personal purchases ranging from vehicle repairs to vacations made by then Chief Financial Officer Victor Mema, with the city issued credit card, and that she also paid him $23,882 without authorization. Man, that's criminal. That's like stealing. That is stealing. She was also fired because she either disciplined or tried to discipline employees who reported Mema's misuse of city money and exceeded the authorized amount for personal legal services, court documents allege. Samra's misconduct resulted in a fundamental breakdown in the city's trust and confidence in and was incompatible with continued employment with the city, is the response, which also stated that they had just cause to fire her. This is hilarious. This is who Canada is hiring, right? Well done. I hope everyone in Canada is watching this, or if you know people in Canada, definitely share this with them. I'll put the links of literally all this stuff as well. I'll put the links in of this. I'll put the link in of that. I'll put the link in of every single article for this stuff, so you can absolutely show them this is what your government's still doing. If you did enjoy that, please subscribe to see future videos like this. Also comment with your thoughts and like the videos that you like. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.